104.9 Sunshine FM. Tracy and the Big D with you right through till 10 o'clock tonight. Don't forget, just after 9 o'clock, we have our Mac Track Triple Play. So plenty of things happening and plenty more interviews to come, which introduce us to our very next guest tonight. Talking to Paul Withers from the band Kingsford Smith. Welcome, Paul, to Tracy and the Big D.
Thanks so much for having me on.
Debut single, Lost in You. The one we're going to be playing tonight is Since You've Been Gone. We've been giving that one a bit of a run for a little while now. But we did have a little bit of a sneak listen to Country Five, which is a title track of the album that you're working on. How is the album going for Kingsford Smith?
Yeah, look, it's basically done. Just got to get the tracks mastered and she'll be complete.
So we're looking at what, maybe another 2 months before we're releasing, or?
Hopefully before then.
Ah, that close.
It'd be nice to have it out on my birthday.
And when's your birthday?
20th of June.
20th of June, so there we go.
It'd be a good present to myself.
The big happy birthday, 20th of June. So for the listeners out there, because I mean, it's not like you've just formed a new band and you've never played before and you're only new to playing and things like that. Tell us a little bit of a background between Chris and yourself and Kingsford Smith, how you guys got together.
Chris and I have known each other, must be close to 25 years now. We played in a couple of different bands together. He sang and I played bass guitar, and our music paths have crossed over the years, and we had a little bit of a hiatus where we kind of both had families, and we'd always played other people's music, and we wanted to do something ourselves, and I'd always wanted to do an album, and country music I've been listening to for as long as I can remember, so it seemed like the only natural thing to do.
Well, I've listened to a couple of the songs already, but I listened to the new one, Country Five, which is coming out shortly. This last one, Darren and I in a bit of conversation about where the field's going to, whether it's country rock with a blues feel or is it blues country rock. It is completely different to what we're hearing at the moment, and it's quite catchy. So is there a blues background between you guys?
Look, no, not really. Yeah, I definitely hear it in the song. We had a couple of Nashville players on that track. Brent Mason played guitar, and a fellow by the name of Jimmy Carter played bass. Jimmy's very much a blues bass player. Brent Mason can pretty much play anything. So I guess that they've lent their styles and their interpretation to the song, and it's kind of gone a little bit down that track. When we got the tracks back, I just laughed. It was just, we were just so happy with what they did. Yeah, look, I'm not really fussed. Lost in You is different to Since You've Been Gone, which is different to Friday Night, which is a little bit different to Countrified. We've got another track called She Is Gone, which is completely different again. I guess, when we sit down and we write, we get an idea and we go through the process and it becomes what it becomes. Look, I do most of the writing and I just get an idea in my head. I pick up my guitar and I put something down and I guess I'm not afraid to, go one direction or, not go a direction because I think, maybe it's not country enough.
You mentioned there, Paul, that you'd been playing other people's music and you wanted to get this together. How long has songwriting been in the blood?
Well, to be perfectly honest, Lost in You was the first song I ever wrote, and I wrote it 4 years ago. So I've always wanted to. I probably didn't have the confidence to do it. You get to an age and you think, if you don't do it now, it's never going to happen. So we just bit the bullet and started writing, and close friends and things like that, we would play them too, and they'd say, that was great, you should do something with that. So we did. Before we get too far along, I just want to thank you guys so much. I know you, Tracy, personally have given me, so much advice, in moving forward for us. It's just invaluable, and I'm just so grateful.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We have so much talent here in Australia and we want to get our Australian artists out there. So Since You've Been Gone is what we're going to play right now, and hopefully around the 20th of June we can celebrate Paul's birthday with him with the brand new release of the album, which is coming out hopefully on the 20th of June.
And we'll all get a little countrified.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Paul. We're going to catch up very, very soon when you release the album. So in the meantime, we're going to play Since You've Been Gone.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for having me and everything that you've done.